Hi guys, for this video I'm trying something different. This is going to be more of a slideshow, and to get us started I want to see if you remember this. In the back here we have some old stumps. I'm hoping to grind those up this weekend and get those out of here. We also have this little Doug fir growing up. I'm hoping to eventually remove some of these stones along back here and turn this back corner next to my shed into a composting area. Hopefully build a little compost bin. Well, the time for the compost bin arrived. I dug up that little Doug fir and potted it, and right now it's still sitting on my back patio. I also acquired some bricks from Craigslist for free, and with those I was ready to start building that compost pile. First, I laid out the bricks in the area I wanted them to get a sense of the dimensions and the size and the exact placement for the bin. But it was evident pretty quickly that I wouldn't be able to build right away. The site was really bumpy, the soil was uneven, and if I tried to build walls as it was, they would never hold themselves up. So the next thing to do was to level the site. I dug up the bulbs and I raked smooth the soil to prepare a flat surface to build my compost bin. I wasn't able to get the area totally level, but I did get it pretty close to level and it was definitely pretty flat. I happened to have a nice large piece of cardboard on hand, so I laid that down first to act as a weed barrier. At that point, I was ready to lay down my first course of bricks. I arranged them in a square that was roughly 3.5 by 3.5, and I made sure to keep a gap in between each block in order to allow airflow in from the sides of the bin. Now, I utilized what I had on hand in order to construct this bin. In the future, I think I'd like to modify it so that it would have multiple composting bays, and because of that, I just constructed this by stacking the bricks. I didn't utilize any mortar or adhesive of any kind or drive any posts through the bricks. Because of that, construction was really simple. I just went ahead stacking up the bricks, making sure that I spanned the gaps in between the first course and maintained gaps up in between bricks on the second course. And then I just kept going. I had 26 of the large bricks, which I think were like 17 by 6 by 7 or so. And once I ran out of those, I utilized some of the retaining blocks I had on hand, as well as some of my broken pavers. Before I knew it, I had completed the construction on the bin part of the compost bin. But what is a compost pile without some compost? I covered the cardboard with the wood chips I had from the shrub and tree removal and trimming. I also had a bunch of dried leaves on hand from when I bagged up my fall leaves. For some reason I decided to keep those, and now I'm glad I did because I added those into here. I had also been keeping a large bin that I've been using for keeping weeds and kitchen scraps, and that had just been slowly composting over the course of a year or so, and I just dumped that right onto the top. And with that, my compost bin was complete. I'm not covering my compost bin. I'm going to plan on just keeping it aerated by turning it regularly. But now I've got a place to put all the weeds, all the leaves I rake up, and all the other organic debris that I generate in my house and in my garden. This was the perfect, simple weekend project. I think I finished it in about 3 hours, and it should bring lots of utility into the coming months. That's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching.